Paxton was a great friend of mine, and of course Bobby Zimmerman, who we all know as Dylan, the great, one of the greats. Probably, well, I don't know, I like the Journeymen, and of course Peter, Paul, and Mary were. I like the Limelighters. I like the Limelighters because Glenn Yarborough had that voice that went warble, warble, beauty. And of course, one of the great unsung heroes of the folk era, which he came a little bit later. Of course, you know, when I was in high school, Glenn Yarborough was the cat's meow. Peter Yarrow, of course, everybody went, ooh, but to me, it was Glenn. And as we proceeded later, you know, the interesting thing was the heirs apparent to Mr. Zimmerman. And I like to refer to him as Mr. Zimmerman because I think the roots of his music are the roots of his genealogy, the true genealogy. But you had the heirs apparent to Zimmerman, John Prine, Steve Goodman, and Tom Everett. Now, John Prine, hello, who's in there? Steve Goodman, God rest his soul. The city of New Orleans, which John Denver and Arlo Guthrie, I think, made popular. And Tom Everett, Porch Light On in Oregon. Terrific reviews. The management, and I say this with all due respect, not as wonderful as it could have been. There are stories that you wouldn't believe, but what a voice. And also was, how do you say, inculcated in his youth, I don't know if that's the correct word, by Glenn Yarborough. Listen to Glenn Yarborough. Of course, loved Roy Orbison, I'm sorry. But the entire folk movement, now it's, I mean, it's like talking about McDonald's in a D franchise. I mean, I could puke my guts out at the lack of sincerity about what's going on now. But back, of course, in the time of folk, because folk happened even before Glenn Yarborough and the Limelighters and the Journeymen, and the Journeymen, a wonderful song, Someone to Talk My Troubles To. You see, gems which, who knows, I mean, only the people, the purists like myself, really care about the gems.